Sometimes the delay plugins or the auxiliary tracks or the sends, however you're trying to create an effect for your vocal, it might not be working for you. So I want to share with you a way to craft and sculpt it probably faster and easier once you get this technique down. It's pretty easy and not too complicated, and this song actually leads me to a spot where I really want to have a delay. So I've taken a section of the vocal, you can see right here, and I want to have this essentially repeat after the line has come to a conclusion. This area right here is what I'm going to wind up doing, but I'm going to rewind it to the beginning of the verse so that you can hear what's going on.
Dark as night, bright as light, you keep me guessing through the fight.
All right, so I want her to repeat the word "through the fight." And I want it to probably be a half note delay beyond where the actual original recording is. So I've separated the track, and I'm now going to option move it down to this new audio track. So I created a new mono audio track, and I have an EQ here, which we'll show you in a second, but let's make the delay first. So I know I want it to be exactly a half note later than what she said, and she's not singing perfectly on grid or with the tempo, the metronome. So the way that I'm going to move this is go up here to this nudge area, and from here I'm going to choose half note. And now that I have the audio file selected, all I have to do is nudge it. Boom. And so the nudge key is actually the question mark key on the keyboard. So if you hit the question mark key, that moves the nudge to the right. And if you hit the M key, as in mic, then it'll move it to the left. So if I hit M, it'll move it back. If I hit question mark, it'll move it over. So you can move audio files perfectly on a certain grid, even though you can see it doesn't line up with the grid lines here. It's going to be exactly a half note later than when she originally said it in the song. I should also mention that that grid is moving on the tempo of the song, which is currently 104. You can see up here we have a tempo of 104 for the song. So she is going to be moving a half note at the tempo of 104, which is what the band played to metronome-wise. Now we have the duplicate vocal. Let's listen to that.
Dark as night, bright as light, you keep me guessing through the fight. I see it.
And you can tell that I've done a little bit of panning, and I'm also using this EQ. And this is really sculpting and shaping down the vocal track. I don't really want any low-end information in it, and I don't really want any highs. I just kind of want this mid to upper mid area that gives her, it's like a radio sound, or she's on a TV. It's just an echo or an effigy of the original vocal. So let's listen to that again. So with that, we have now a excellent copy of the echo, and I just wanted one. Now, if you want to control a few things, you can use the clip gain line here. And I'm actually going to probably bring this down just a little bit. Let's see what that sounds like. And I've got her down just a little bit on the volume. I'm actually going to bring her down just a little bit more. I want to hear it just as an echo. I just want to put it in the mind of the listener to remind that one line, through the fight. So the music doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the vocal and the delay of the vocal. I can control everything if I wanted to add more effects to this. And by doing this, I now have full control over the way that this vocal piece sounds. So let's review how to create your own delay. First, find the selection of the audio that you want to use for the delay and separate it. Create a new track and move that audio down onto the new track. It's best to copy it if you want to try to create an echo. Place this audio where you want it. If you need to use the nudge feature, go ahead and set that up. Add an EQ plugin and filter out the lows and highs if you want to try to give it that radio effect. Then you can pan it off to one side and give it more of an echo feel.